Hello students, welcome back to your chemistry class. Before we start with today's topic, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. Also, like the video and share it with your friends.
Hello students, in this video we are going to solve some of the questions which I have taken from the books related to JEE and NEET. As you can see, I have made this type of cards for you so that we can solve all different types of questions. So without wasting time, let us begin with the first question. Okay, the first question is equilibrium constant of the following reactions. First reaction is K1, second is K2, third is K3. Now they are asking find out the K value for this particular reaction. Now for this particular reaction, if we apply the knowledge of our simple equilibrium constant, then we should begin with this particular expression, that is K is equal to, okay, K is equal to, we have to write concentration of products. So I'll write NO square, then I'll write H2O cube upon NH3 square and O2 raised to 5 by 2. Fine. Now let us look at the given reactions. Now this reaction, what they have given is ammonia is in the product side, but we want ammonia in the reactant side. So if I reverse ammonia in the reactant side, the value would be 1 upon K1. Okay, so I write the reaction ammonia, I have flipped this reaction, N2 plus 3H2. So for this the value would be, it would be 1 upon K1. Okay, because here they have given K1, but I will write now it is 1 upon K1, and it is going to be concentration of N2, concentration of H2 upon NH3 square. I hope you understand, because this reaction is having K1, I have flipped this reaction, so this K1 becomes 1 upon K1. Okay, now second reaction, if you see, second reaction is N2O2 and 2NO. So K2 would be NO square upon N2 and O2. Fine. Now third reaction, if you see, we are having water, but how many water molecules we want? We want 3 water molecules. So multiply this by 3. Okay, 3. So when you write K3 value for this reaction, it would be K3 is equal to concentration of H2O3 upon concentration of H2 cube, concentration of O2 3 by 2. Now what we will do is, we have to find out the value of K. Okay, so I am going to use these expressions now. K is equal to NO square. Can we make out NO square? Yes, NO square. From this expression, from here we will write down the value of NO square. I will directly write K2 multiply by these two. So I write here K2 multiply by N2 multiply by O2. Okay, so NO square I have written. Now next is what? H2O3. H2O3, yes, here we have. So I write the value of H2O raised to 3 as K3 multiply by H2 3 raised to 3 O2 raised to 3 by 2. Fine. So I have substituted NO square, I have substituted H2O cube also. Now I just note down this in the denominator, ammonia square and oxygen raised to 5 by 2. Now let us see which are the terms which will get cancelled. Okay, just have a look at this law of indices. O raised to 1, O raised to 3 by 2. When you add these two, it would be 5 by 2. So this term getting cancelled. Yes, we are left out with K2, K3. So I will write here K2, K3. Okay, now I am having N2, I am left out with H2 raised to 3 upon NH3 square. Okay, just notice students, N2, H2 cube, NH3 square. Have a look at this expression. This entire term is equal to 1 upon K1. So K is equal to K2, K3 upon K1. Okay, K is equal to K2, K3 upon K1. So if you see, our answer is K2, K3 upon K1. That is option second is our answer. Here we have another question, that Ag plus ions in a saturated solution of silver chromate is 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay. Now this is the concentration of Ag given in the solution of silver chromate. What is given? Concentration is given and they are asking Ksp. So for the Ksp, we will first write the dissociation of this sparingly soluble salt. This is SSS, means sparingly soluble salt. So it dissociates partially to give Ag plus ion, and C2O4, this 2 will come up minus 2. It's a dichromate? No, it's a chromate ion. Okay. Now let us balance the equation also. So we have Ag2, I will write here 2Ag plus, and then I wrote this. Now if S is the solubility, okay, if suppose S is the solubility of Ag2C2O4, then here 2S is the solubility of Ag plus, and here we have S. Okay, we write the reaction, and this is the reaction of dissociation. 2S and S we will write. Fine. Now the concentration of Ag plus they have given 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 4. But according to the reaction we have written 2S is the concentration. So it means 2S is equal to 2.2 into 10 raised to minus 4. Therefore S is equal to, it would be 2.2 upon 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 is equal to 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 4. Now, so Ksp is equal to concentration of Ag plus the whole square and concentration of C2O4 minus 2. I will just substitute the values now. Okay, Ag plus is 2S the whole square and C2O4 minus 2 is S. So I will get 4S cube. Okay, now in place of S I will substitute 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 4. So when I do this I will be getting option as C as the option, 5.3 into 10 raised to minus 12. So you just cross check 4 into 1.1 into 10 raised to minus 4. Here we have another question. pH of a saturated solution of barium hydroxide is 12. It means pH is equal to 12. Now what is the question? The value of Ksp of barium hydroxide. Now whenever Ksp value is asked, first we will write the reaction Ba plus 2 and 2OH minus. So remember over here Ksp is what? It is barium, concentration of barium ion, concentration of OH minus square. Okay. Now concentration of barium is, barium ion is S and this is 2S. Okay. This is S and this one is 2S. So what I will write here? 2S square is equal to 4S cube. Okay. This we have to keep in our mind. Now let us go back to the question. pH they have given, but we should know what is the value of H plus ions. From the H plus ions, we will calculate OH minus ions. Okay. So using OH minus ions concentration we can calculate this. How? Let us understand. So pH is equal to minus log base 10 concentration of H plus. Okay, pH they have given 12. So 12 is equal to minus log base 10 concentration of H plus. So when you solve this, students, what you will get? H plus is equal to 10 raised to minus 12. Okay, H plus is 10 raised to minus 12. What we have to do? We have to keep H plus over here and we have to take the anti-log of 10 raised to, we have to take anti-log of this 12. Okay, so using this you will be getting answer as 10 raised to minus 12. Now you might have studied that concentration of H plus ion, OH minus ions is equal to 10 raised to minus 14, that is ionic product of water. Okay, so this is 10 raised to minus 12, this is OH minus is equal to 10 raised to minus 14. Therefore, OH minus concentration we get 10 raised to minus 2. This is very important to remember that you have got concentration of OH minus as 10 raised to minus 2. But in the reaction we have written concentration of OH minus as 2S. So what we will do? 10 raised to minus 2 is equal to 2S. Okay, so 2S is equal to 10 raised to minus 2, hence S is equal to 1 upon 2, okay, into 10 raised to minus 2. Now what we will do? We will substitute the value of S in the KSP expression. Okay, so we are having, we have to write here KSP is equal to 4S cube, 4 multiplied by, what was the value of S we have got? We have got S value is 10 raised to minus 2 upon 2 cube. Okay, so we will be getting here 4 upon 8 into 10 raised to minus 6, and hence when you solve this you will be getting answer as 5 into 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, it's actually 0.5 into 10 raised to minus 6, but I have shifted the decimal towards 10. So answer is 5 into 10 raised to minus 7. Let us see, do we have this option? Yes, 5.0 into 10 raised to minus 7. So the answer for this question is B option. Let us solve one question based on this particular concept. K for this particular reaction, okay, then if you divide this reaction by 2, then what would be the value of equilibrium constant? Okay, so let us say equilibrium constant value for this reaction is K dash, and they are asking what is the value of K dash. Okay, so we know that K would be equal to, for this reaction is K, so K is equal to NO square upon N2 and O2. Okay, now what we want to do is, suppose K dash is equal to NO, okay, this reaction I am writing, it is N2 half and it is O2 half. Now students, just see these two expressions you see. If you want that here you should not get 2, you should get 1. What we have to do? We have to divide this by 2, isn't it? So we'll take square root on both the sides. Okay, square root on both the sides means I will be writing here, I'm writing over here K raised to 1 by 2 is equal to NO raised to 2 by 2. We are taking square root on both the sides. Okay, upon N2 1 by 2 O2 1 by 2. Okay, 1 by 2. So when you take square root on both these sides, what is happening? Just see, these two expressions, they become equal. These two expressions, they are equal. NO, yes, this is also NO, N2 half, N2 half, O2 half, O2 half. So yes students, we can write that our answer is K dash is equal to K raised to half. So our answer is D option. Here we have another question, that is buffer solution is prepared in which concentration of ammonia. So I'll write here concentration of ammonia is given 0.30 molar and the concentration of ammonium is also given, it is 0.20 molar, and Kb value is given 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay. So what is the pH of the solution? Now students, you have to remember that they are asking pH, but we have a solution which is ammonium hydroxide, which is a base. Okay, so it means we have been given the information of pOH, and from pOH we will find out pH. How we will find out this? Using this relation pH plus pOH is equal to 14. So if I have pOH, I can find out pH. So let us begin with how to find out pOH. pOH is equal to pKb plus log concentration of salt upon concentration of base. So I can remember salt over here, we are having salt is ammonium ion, okay, and base would be NH3. Okay, so we'll just substitute the values now. So pOH is equal to minus logarithm Kb plus log of salt, that is NH4 plus, which is 0.20, okay, upon NH3, that is 0.30. Fine. Now what we will do is we will substitute the values, that is minus logarithm Kb value is given 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 plus log 0.2 upon 0.3. Fine. Now what we have to do over here, that we are going to write down the value of log of minus log of this. So we will solve it like this: minus log 1.8 plus 5 log base 10 and plus log 0.2 upon 0.3. Okay. When you solve this particular expression, you will be getting roughly answer as 4.824 plus log of 0.2 upon 0.3. So when you solve this, you will be getting pOH is equal to 4.56. Okay. Now we are having pH is equal to 14 minus pOH, that is 14 minus 4.56. So we will be getting answered as 9.43. Okay. So the answer for this particular question would be 9.43 is the value of pH. We solve another question, that is what is the concentration of H plus ion, okay, in mole per liter, means molarity they are asking, for 0.2 molar in sodium acetate and 0.1 molar in acetic acid. Now Ka for acetic acid is given. Now we all must know that what is Ka for acetic acid. Ka for acetic acid, so we must know the expression of dissociation of acetic acid is this. Okay. Now if this is X, this also would be X. Let us say we are having C moles, so I will write C minus X. Fine. Now let us write down one more reaction of sodium acetate, isn't it? They have given sodium acetate and acetic acid, so we will write both the reactions. Sodium acetate is a salt of strong base weak acid, so single arrow acetate ion plus Na plus. Now they have given the concentration, that is 0.2 molar in sodium acetate. So 0.2 molar is the concentration of acetate ion, okay, and if this is 0.2, see if this is 1 mole, this also would be 1 mole. So if this is 0.2, this also would be 0.2, okay. Here sodium acetate they have already given, it is 0.2 0.2. Just see here, they have mentioned it is 0.2. Now, and 0.1 in the acetic acid. 0.1 in the acetic acid. So it means CH3COOH is equal to 0.1 molar and CH3COO minus is equal to 0.2 molar. Now we will directly substitute these values in the expression of Ka. What is Ka? Ka is for this particular equation. So concentration of acetate ion H plus upon concentration of acetic acid. Okay. Now Ka value is given, students. What is the value of Ka? It is 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5. Concentration of acetate ion, just check, it is given 0.2. Multiply by concentration of H plus, which we have to find out. And what is the concentration of acetate ion? It is 0.1. Okay. So at the end, what you are going to do, you will write concentration of H plus is equal to 1.8 into 10 raised to minus 5 into 0.1 upon 0.2. Okay. So when you solve this, you will be getting answer as 9.0 into 10 raised to minus 6, and yes, this option is seen over here. So answer is option D. Now in a buffer solution containing equal concentration of B minus and HB. Now students, you have to remember that concentration of B minus is equal to HB. Okay, and Kb they have given, it is 10 raised to minus 10, and they are asking pH. Okay, they are asking pH, but because the value of Kb is given, it means it is base. So we will have to write this formula, POH is equal to pKb plus log concentration of salt, that is the anion, upon concentration of Hb. Okay, so POH is equal to, now you might be knowing, it is minus log Kb plus, now see they are saying concentration of B minus and Hb are same. So it means it would become log 1, which is 0. Log 1 is 0. So it means whatever is the value of POH is exactly equal to pKb. So there was no need to write this, isn't it? And what is the value of pKb? See, pKb value is 10 raised to minus 10. It is given here. pKb value is 10 raised to minus 10. So pH would be is equal to what? Okay, pH would be is equal to what? pH would be is equal to 14 minus POH. Okay, so this is pKb only, this is Kb value, sorry, it is Kb value. So if Kb is given, okay, then pKb would be, so 14 minus 10, that is the answer is 4. Okay, so what we have done, POH is equal to pKb, because Kb value is 10 raised to minus 10. When you solve this, you will be getting answer as 10. Okay, so pH is equal to 14 minus POH. Here we have one more question. What is the concentration of OH minus in the final solution which is prepared by mixing 20 ml of HCl with 30 ml of barium hydroxide? Now students, you remember this is 30 and this is 20 ml. So total volume of the solution is 50 ml. Okay, what is the concentration of OH minus? How are you going to get concentration? Here you should have number of moles, okay, and here you should have volume. Volume we are having, that is ml. We want to find out how many number of moles of OH minus are remaining which have not reacted. Okay students, so we begin with this question as follows. How do we begin? We begin like this: millimoles of, it is given HCl. So I'll write millimoles of HCl is equal to 20 multiplied by 0.05. Okay, I'll be getting answer as 1 millimole. Okay, similarly millimoles of OH minus how much? 30 ml of 0.1 molar barium hydroxide. So 30 into 0.1. So I'll be getting here, yes, remember OH ions we have BaOH twice. So 2 OH minus are there. So I'll write here 2 also. 30 into 0.1 into 2, I'll be getting 6 millimole. Okay, so it means that the OH minus remaining, okay, which have not reacted, which are left out, will be 6 minus 1, that is 5. Now I'll substitute this value over here. Total volume is 50 and this 5 I will write, and the answer would be 0.1 molar. We have this question with us, that percentage of pyridine that forms pyridinium ion in a solution which is 0.1 molar, okay, is dash. So we have to find out the percentage. Okay, now this question is clearly indication of alpha, that is degree of dissociation. Okay, now what is the formula of pyridine they have given? The formula of pyridine is this. We all know that pyridine, you remove carbon, okay, and you write here nitrogen with one lone pair of electron. Now they are saying pyridine has been converted to pyridinium ion. Just see question, pyridine has been converted to pyridinium ion. Okay, now how it is converted to pyridinium ion? When it reacts with water, what will happen? This lone pair is donated to H. So we get this type of structure, okay, plus, so OH minus. So this is our C5H5N plus H. Okay, this is pyridinium ion and this is pyridine, that is C5H5N. Fine. Now the question is find out the percentage. So first we are going to find out its value of dissociation. Okay, so they have given Kb. We know the formula that K is equal to alpha square C. Okay, K is equal to alpha square C. So because it is pyridinium, it is a base, I would write Kb. So alpha is equal to square root of Kb upon C. Okay, now what is the value of Kb, students? It is 1.7 into 10 raised to minus 9 upon concentration value is 0.1. So when you solve this square root, the value of alpha what you will be getting would be 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, what is alpha? It is degree of dissociation, but they are asking percentage of pyridine which got converted to pyridinium ion. It means they are asking percentage of alpha, which means 1.3 into 10 raised to minus 4 multiplied by 100. So our answer would be 0.013 percentage. Okay, I hope you have understood this particular question. Here we have the question, the pH of the resulting solution when equal volume, please remember equal volume, and 0.1 molar means what? 0.1 moles in 1 liter. Okay, 0.01 molar means what? 0.01 moles in 1 liter. So please remember this hint what they have given. If we mix these two solutions, the total volume is going to be 2 liters. This is one hint which I have told you. Okay, it would be 1 plus 1. Okay, now what is the pH of the resulting solution? Now students, when NaOH and HCl are added, Okay, then what is the pH of the resulting solution? Now by the reaction we can make out that 1 OH minus is neutralized by 1 H plus. Okay, now what is the concentration they have given? They are saying that 0.01 molar HCl is there, which will neutralize only 0.01 molar of NaOH, isn't it? But how much amount we are having? We are having 0.1 molar. Okay, so when you mix these two solution, one is having 0.1 concentration, another is having 0.01 concentration, what is going to happen? 0.01 will neutralize only 0.01 mole of NaOH. So it means the amount of OH minus, which is remaining, which is not neutralized, would be initial amount minus 0.01, that is 0.09 molar. Okay, so these many this much is the concentration of OH minus which has not been converted, which is just remaining in the solution. Now what we will do, we will find out the concentration of OH minus in the entire solution. Now solution's volume is 2. From where we got 2 liters? From here. And number of moles we are having 0.0. This is what number of moles. This is also number of moles. Okay, so the answer over here is 0.045. Okay, now 0.045 is the concentration of OH minus, but what we have to find out? We have to find out pH. Using the OH value, okay, using this value, POH is equal to minus logarithm of OH minus logarithm of 0.045. Fine. When you find out the logarithm of this POH value, what you will get would be 1.35. Students, please check this value, log of 0.045. Okay. Now pH is equal to 14 minus 1.35, and then the answer would be 12.65. Okay, so here we have our option, that is D option would be our answer. I hope you have understood these videos, all the questions I have discussed with you so far.